Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mina, welcome, and it's been a while since I've filmed a video for my channel, and I apologize. I have been super busy and kind of overwhelmed with my workload lately. So I am currently teaching a summer class, and we're about halfway through now, so I'm hoping things will get a little bit easier for me. I won't be as stressed, and I'll be able to get back into a routine, at least filming a video once a week and uploading once a week. But yeah, this semester has been extremely difficult for me because I've never taught this summer class before, and this is the first time that I'm teaching the level that I'm in right now. So it's a little bit of a learning process for me. And also I am co-teaching with another instructor. So I think it takes a little bit more effort on both of our parts to kind of collaborate and make sure that we are on the same page in terms of the planning, the grading, and just everything in general. So yeah, I've been kind of stressing about that. I haven't really been in the right mental state or the mood to be filming anything, and I kind of just like lost my stride a little bit there, but I am really excited to film this video, and I've been wanting to film this for a little while. I am going to be showing you guys kind of a book haul of some of the books that I have recently acquired. I know that a lot of booktubers do like monthly book hauls or monthly wrap-ups and things like that, and I don't do that just because, number one, I don't acquire books as often and as frequently as other booktubers do, and I also don't finish books as much as other booktubers do as well. So I feel like a monthly wrap-up or haul type video wouldn't work for me. So I think I'm just going to occasionally show you guys some books that I've hauled recently, and then I could also do some sporadic book reviews throughout the month, but not necessarily like a wrap-up. So this video is going to be showing you, I think it's like about 7 books that I have gotten within the past month or so, or a couple of weeks. One has just arrived today, which I am super excited about. I have been like following the UPS shipment activity online for the past week, and it's funny because they didn't update for 3 or so days, so I didn't think that the package was gonna come today, and I randomly was checking, and I saw that it was delivered, and I did get like a doorbell ring, but I didn't think it was this package. So I went down and I saw it, and it just made me really excited, and I decided I'm gonna film this video today. So we're gonna open that up first, and this package consists of 3 books. But 2 of these books are actually gifts that I'm going to be giving to my brother. Today is his birthday, so shout out to him and happy birthday. But as I was placing this order for him, I was like, you know what? I cannot place an order on Barnes & Noble and not get myself something. I ended up ordering myself something. So I will show you the books that I got for him, just because I have read both of them and I love both of them. They're both 5-star reads for me. So I kind of just want to show you what I got for him, and then I will show you my actual books. Okay, I can't believe they stuffed everything in here. So the first thing that I got for my brother was Star Wars Master and Apprentice, and this is a 5-star read for me. He actually asked for this one, so I was like, yes, I'm definitely gonna get this for him because I loved it. It is the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi when he is training as a Jedi and his relationship to his Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn. It is such a phenomenal read. I won't get into too much detail, but I'm thinking of doing a Star Wars book video on 3 Star Wars books that I have read, or one of them I will be reading, so look out for that. But I got him this. I also got him a copy of Dark Matter. This is not something that he asked for, but I recommend this book to pretty much anyone. It's one of my most favorite books of all time within the past like 10 years, so I definitely want him to read it and kind of experience this. Everybody that I've recommended this to also loved this book, so I hope he enjoys it as well. It's sort of a dark sci-fi thriller type novel, and I do talk about it a little bit in my book recommendation videos that I filmed a while ago, so you guys can check that out if you want more of a description on what this is about. And then the book that I got for myself, which I'm so excited for, it's so interesting because this is actually a blind-ish buy. I've been watching a few booktubers who are also currently reading this or who have read this, and they loved it. And the premise of it and the cover of it made me buy it. That is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Powers. This is Rory Powers' second novel. I believe it's just her second one. She is known for writing Wilder Girls, which is another really popular book here on BookTube. I have not read Wilder Girls, so I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know this author's writing style, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about Wilder Girls, so I'm thinking and hoping that this one will be just as amazing as the other book was for other people. And this is a book that is categorized as YA, which is kind of why I was a little bit hesitant to pick this up. I do not normally read YA novels, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit more, and I know that there are some amazing YA novels that I've just been too nervous to check out because I'm always afraid that I won't enjoy it because it is a YA novel. But this is also categorized as horror, and all I really know about this is that it is about a young woman and she knows nothing about her family. She has a very strained and tense relationship with her mother, and she wants to learn a little bit more about her ancestors, her family members, and her mom just refuses to tell her anything about her family. So she goes and meets up with her grandmother against her mother's wishes, and her grandmother lives in a small town, like a farming type town near a cornfield, I believe. And again, it's supposed to be horror. Two booktubers that I absolutely love, Books and Lala and Boston Reads Books, recommended this, so I definitely was like, okay, let me just give it a try, and if I really enjoy this, I will probably pick up Wilder Girls afterwards and check that out as well. So now on to the books that I have acquired lately. So one of the books that I recently got is The Girl Beneath the Sea by Andrew Mayne, and this was also pretty much a blind buy. I was searching for books that have to do with that trope or that setting of lakes, bodies of water, and that are thrillers, and this book sounded right up my alley. It is about a woman who works for law enforcement as an undercover evidence recoverer. So basically, if there are any crime scenes that take place near water or in water, she dives into the water and recovers the evidence that has fallen in there. And one day, as she is swimming, she discovers the body of a dead woman, and she's sort of linked to that murder, and she's kind of being followed, I guess, by the police and questioned by the police, and also followed by the people involved in the murder. I do have to say, I read the first 70 pages and I didn't DNF this, but I did put it down and pause on it because I didn't love it. And I don't know if I'm officially putting it down for good. I may definitely pick this up sometime in the future. But one of the things that I didn't know going into this was that this story takes place involving drug-related crimes, drug cartel type crime situations, and that's not something that I'm interested in at all. So just know that going in. The next book that I have to show you guys is actually a Star Wars book. I purchased two Star Wars books recently because I've been wanting to read more canon Star Wars books. The first one is The Queen's Shadow, and this is by E.K. Johnston. I have read this already. I gave it 5 stars. Again, I'm planning on doing a Star Wars book video, so I won't go into too much detail about it, but this takes place in between 2 prequel films, The Phantom Menace, which is the first movie, and Attack of the Clones, which is the second movie. And it follows Padme Amidala as she is transitioning from her position as Queen of Planet Naboo and into her new role as member of the Galactic Senate. So this is such an interesting read. This was also marketed as YA. However, the character of Padme is super mature. She deals with very adult topics and themes involving politics, involving murder plots, just involving things that a normal teenager would not deal with because of her power, her royalty, and her now position in politics. So it's such an interesting read. It's really well written, and it's nice to get a kind of behind the scenes look at her and some of her handmaidens. I really enjoyed this one, so this one was a 5-star read for me. The other book that I got was my most anticipated read of the year, and that was Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. You guys, I also read this one and I gave it 5 stars. And I'm actually considering doing a book review video of this as well as one of the other thrillers that I will be mentioning in a little bit. And Home Before Dark is a typical haunted house story that is very much inspired and similar to Haunting of Hill House, which is a show that I absolutely love. This book follows a woman named Maggie. Is her name Maggie? And Maggie is returning to her childhood home. This is 20 years later, and apparently as she was a child staying in that home with her parents, some really creepy and mysterious things happened in that house, which led her and her family to run away from the home and never look back, never go there again. It also follows the story that her dad wrote about their time living in that haunted house, and it basically is following Maggie's return, her skepticism about some of the hauntings that happened there, trying to uncover the truth about what really happened, whether her father's book is accurate or all fiction. It also follows the mystery of some of the other people involved within the town. So I won't go into anything more there, but I absolutely love this one. Riley Sager is an incredible author, one of my favorite thriller writers, and I loved this. I debated 4.75 and 5 stars, but it was excellent and I highly recommend this one. The next book that I'm going to show you guys is the other Star Wars book that I picked up, and that is Leia, Princess of Alderaan. I have not read this book yet, but it is on my immediate TBR. This is the story of Princess Leia prior to the original trilogy. So I don't know too much about the story or the plot of this book, but I know that we are learning more about her character and also learning more about her adoptive parents, which is something that I really want to know more about. I think this will also go into how Leia decided to join the rebellion, or like what led her to becoming part of the rebellion, which I'm really excited for. I heard really amazing things about this one, so I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations. It's written by Claudia Gray, who is the author of Master and Apprentice, so I'm thinking this is gonna be good. The next book that I have to show you guys is The Shadows by Alex North. This was also one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I read Alex North's first book, which was The Whisper Man, and completely loved it. I did read The Shadows, and I have to say it didn't live up to my expectations. I would rate this as an average thriller, 3.5, 3.75 stars. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but I will tell you guys what this is about. This is about a man named Paul, and he is also returning back to his hometown from when he was a child. And when he was a child, a horrific, tragic murder happened involving his friend group. It kind of takes you between 2 timelines, when he was a child and what happened leading up to that murder, as well as the present when he is going back to his hometown and kind of dealing with some memories from that time period, as well as trying to understand the mysteries of some similar events that are occurring in the present. So it has a very interesting premise. It also deals with an interesting topic of lucid dreaming and controlling your own dreams and even sharing your dreams with other people. I also thought that it had some interesting imagery in there and some creepy imagery as well, but it just kind of missed the mark for me, and I may also talk about this in the same review video as I am talking about Home Before Dark, so I will give more detailed thoughts there, but I do want to say that it was average for me. And the last book that I'm going to show you guys is Ghosts of Harvard. This was an Instagram made me buy it type book. I saw so many people post this, and not only is the cover just gorgeous, but I've also heard amazing things about this. Some of the people that I follow on Bookstagram tell me that this is their favorite book of all time, and it sounds really interesting. It is about a young woman who is attending Harvard. She's just been accepted there, and this is following the suicide of her brother, who also attended Harvard. And I believe as she goes there, she kind of learns some information about his death, some mysterious things about the people who go there, the faculty, and the school itself. That's kind of surrounding her brother's suicide. And it's a bit of like a mystery thriller, but I also hear that it's super emotional and super well written. So I'm excited to check this one out. It's pretty long. It's almost 500 pages. So even though I'm excited to read this, I'm kind of intimidated by the size. but it's definitely also on my immediate TBR. So that is it. Those are all of the books that I have recently acquired within the past couple weeks that I have not been filming on YouTube, but I just wanted to show you guys all of the books that I got, talk about a few of the ones that I've read and the ones that I'm looking forward to reading. If you have read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or if you're planning on reading any of these books, let me know which ones you are excited for the most. And I am so looking forward to getting back into some type of routine with you guys. Just bear with me. I'm still dealing with the summer class, and then a few weeks after it ends, I have to start the fall semester and teach again. So we will see how consistent I am. I can't make any promises, but I'm hoping to do better from this point forward, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, for following along, and for commenting, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day today. Bye guys!